Chariots, welcome back to another pick a card reading that I have for you today. Today's reading is It Love? All right, let's see if it is love that they're feeling for you, the person that you're thinking about, the person that is on your mind, and we'll take a look at tarot and oracle cards and see what comes through. Now I do have 3 piles here for us to look at. First thing I just wanted to say quickly was that my Etsy shop is open. Okay, for anyone that is interested in personal or private readings. I just restocked, so go on in the description box below. I have my Etsy link. You could go on and take a look and see what I'm offering, and any of those personal readings are of an interest to you, you can purchase one. Okay? So let's take a look at these piles that we have for today's reading. We're looking at 3 beautiful palm stones that I have today. Pile 1, you have the beautiful rhodonite. Okay, this is my rhodonite palm stone. I'm not sure if you can see. Let's see, it is a little bright. But this is full of beautiful pinks, okay, and grays and whites. Rhodonite is a very compassionate crystal, okay? Definitely, all of these crystals that I actually have today help with emotions. But this is a crystal that's good as an emotional balancer. Okay, so if emotions are running very high, this is a great stone to hold on to help balance those energies. And speaking of balancing, another beautiful stone here. Now this is blue aragonite. Okay, and this palm stone's in the shape of a heart. Another very beautiful soothing stone. Okay, and this definitely has to do with helping to balance emotions as well. Very pretty color. This is like light turquoise with the grays and the whites. And then pile 3, you have the beautiful rainbow moonstone, okay, with the black and the grays and the whites. And then, you know, when you really take a look at this stone under the sunlight or the light, you could see all the glistening, rainbow type effects. Again, having to do with emotions, feelings. This is a great stone for strengthening that intuition of yours. All right, so my chariots, those are the 3 piles that I have for you today. Do what you need to do to pick your pile. Now, if you are drawn to more than one, that's perfectly fine. That means that there could be messages in the other piles that you may need to hear. Reminder that these are general readings for the collective, so not everything that I say will resonate with you. Please take what you find that you're connected with and leave the rest behind and be okay with that. Be accepting that some of these readings just will not be meant for you. They are meant for others that are watching. You can go and check out my other readings that I've already uploaded, or you can go check out the other wonderful, amazing readers that we have on YouTube. There are so many. I have my favorites as well. It's a beautiful community. They all have their own unique style, and I am very grateful to be able to work with them. All right, so pick your pile, my chariots. I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. All right, you chose the beautiful stone here, my rhodonite palm stone. Okay, so this is going to be your reading. Today we're looking at Is It Love? So we'll get into the emotions of your person and see what comes through for them. All right, but before we get started, let's just take that moment to clear our space, all right, our energy. So pile 1, if you can take in a deep breath for me. And I just want you to go within, clear your mind. I'm looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most today. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust my intuition always. All right, pile one. So I will put the beautiful rhodonite stone over here. You know, when I hold this stone, the first thing I feel is just compassion. So for some of you, you know, if not all of you, I feel like your situation, right, is something that's calling for compassion in some way, right? But now we're going to get in, take a look at your person and see if this is love that they're feeling when it comes to you. And if it's not, what it is that they're feeling, all right? And we'll see. I am going to do an in-depth Celtic reading today for you. I'm using the Mermaid Tarot. Wow, the Emperor right in the middle, starting off this reading. So what is this showing me right away? There's boundaries that we're going to have to work through here. The Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Interesting. The Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, wow, look at this, the Four of Wands. Woo, starting off, right? Tough, tough, tough. Tough energies here. I'm going to take one card from Messages from the Mermaids. Memories. Wow. And then I'm taking one from Kipper. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not the Four of Wands. This is the Five of Wands. I made an oopsie. All right. This is the Five of Wands. Sorry about that. Wow, thoughts. Okay. Mhm. So what's interesting, the title of this reading, is it love? Wanting to know what this person is feeling when it comes to their emotions. And the first thing that I picked up on as I set up the cards is, there's this emperor coming through in the present energy, right? And when I take a look at all the surrounding cards, there's not one cup card here talking about emotions. All right. This, so pile one, I could understand your frustration. All right. Why this situation calls for compassion, because this emperor is pretty stubborn, okay, with making sure that his feelings are very well kept under wraps, right? Very hidden and very secretive at this point. We're talking about someone here that has boundaries set in place. Um, this emperor, definitely has a lot to oversee, right? They've got stuff going on, all right? And what I'm seeing from all the cards is that they think about you all the time. And I feel that they think about the life that they could have with you. But what is unfortunate is their environment, okay, and the situation that they're in right now, okay, because what I can see is that this is someone that is already with someone else. So, pile one, we're talking about, either someone from your past and, you have moved on and you're just thinking about this person and where they may be. Um, because this is someone who thinks about what life could have been or could be with you, but that's not something that they currently have. I feel like they have other things going on in their life, other people that surround them when it comes to their environments, okay, and this material world. So, as I said, we're starting off here with this emperor in the present energy. So there's right away, there's just boundaries, okay? And it kind of set the tone for the rest of the cards that came out because as I said, there's not any cards here that specifically speak to love and the emotions that your person has for you. What I am seeing is as the cross card, we have this Seven of Swords that's coming through, showing me that, yeah, this is a huge missed opportunity for your person. Um, and I almost feel that, with the Nine of Wands here coming through in past energies, like this was a form of denial that they were in when it came to you. All right. And that could very well just be because of what they have going on. Okay. In their environment, whatever their situation is. The overall energy on the bottom of the deck is coming through as the Five of Wands. That's a lot of internal conflict. So I feel that this emperor, when you take a look at this emperor, they come through, look at this, proud and strong, sitting upright. There's this energy coming through that, your person is ruling the roost, that there's no problems, that they've got everything under control. And then I feel if you were to jump inside this person's head, it would be sort of disastrous, right? So I feel this person is very secretive in many ways when it comes to the feelings that they truly have for you and their thoughts regarding you, okay? I feel like they see this as a missed opportunity. They were in denial for some reason at the time when it comes through as past energies, and their hidden energies are showing me like this Queen of Pentacles, which I feel is how they think of you in the way that they would see you as that ultimate partner. All right. There's something hidden here that they think about what it would be like to have that life with you, that partnership with you. The external energies that's coming through for your person is the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is that energy and that feeling of frustration, impatience, because they're looking for something, they're in search of something, or they're wanting something that they don't have yet. This is a person that takes a step back. They're sort of evaluating, taking a hard look at where they are in life, and they're just not sure. They're just not sure if they are where they are supposed to be. And yet I'm looking at this couple. There's a couple here in the Seven of Pentacles, and this woman is pregnant with child. So I feel like the person that you're thinking about is perhaps already in an established relationship at this point, some sort of commitment. They could be married already. Since I'm also staring at this Queen of Pentacles that keeps looking at me, and yet, there's just this energy coming through here when you look at all the cards of burden when it comes to your person. I feel like they carry a lot of burden because of what they hold inside, and when we're talking about emotions and we're talking about this crystal, rhodonite, which is a crystal of compassion, I feel that, your person could use some compassion and soothing here within themselves because of how they hold everything inside. They feel like they cannot freely speak of you. When I ask the question about how do they see themselves when it comes to you, to this connection, the Ace of Pentacles is here, and right aside of this card is the card of memories. So I feel that your person, they see you as this unique, beautiful soul, especially when I look at this card of memories. There's a starfish here in this woman's hair. Um, and starfish for me represents a very, that the same energy as a shining star, but with, very unique. Okay. Uniqueness is what comes to mind when we're talking about starfish. And I just feel that they see you as this unique opportunity that they were not able to experience. When it comes to reality, I feel that there's a lot that goes on in their head when it comes to dreaming, okay, and illusions. As I said, they would love this Ace of Pentacles, and this gift is here, but yet there's other things that are in the way. There's obstacles that are in the way that prevents this from happening. And I do feel that this was some sort of judgment, an awakening that sits here in your person's environment. That this was a call, and you even see in this picture how this one mermaid is blowing, the shell, sounding the horns, making music. And yet, what's very interesting about this judgment call is, you have a couple mermaids here that are, this horn, if you could see, is sort of, or I'm sorry, the shell where, it's emphasizing, sounding that horn, making the call for others to hear. And you can see how some of these mermaids, they're reaching up, they're catching the bubbles, and yet there's quite a few down here. And this one is calling to me where, they're trapped in these bubbles. So it's like they can't hear the call, or they're not aware of it, or they're not ready to answer that call that they feel. All right. It's almost like they're trapped in that bubble. I see your person, a, the Two of Wands here, and this card coming from the Kipper is thoughts, so this is showing me how much that they think of you, pile one. For the amount of time that they spend thinking about you and the energy that's coming through because of the burden that they're carrying. I do feel that they love you, but what I'm saying is that the cards that are spilling out right now are very, much concealing that. All right. Very much concealing the fact of what their true feelings are. Um, and the Two of Wands that's here, in the hopes and or fears. Well, the Two of Wands, that's all about someone where they're constantly thinking and trying to plan and come up with ways of how this can work. So there's this energy of here of, what would it take? When can I, and I'm hearing, when can I be free? Because the Nine of Pentacles is here as well. So that's a message coming through that, yes, the person that you're thinking about right now is not free. All right. They are occupied in another situation in this environment, and yet they think of you all the time. Okay. Uh, the Nine of Pentacles is a card about enjoying the fruits of your labor. And over here, it's almost like, we're starting, the past energies are showing me the Nine of Wands, and now we're over here at the Nine of Pentacles. So this very much has to do with your person and them, how they see things, themselves. Because, here I feel like they're sort of in this denial, and yet as they're moving through, as you look at the final outcome card here, the Nine of Pentacles is showing me that there's this feeling like they would need to break free. There would need to be freedom and independence in order to be with you. All right. So let me just clarify this presence energy. And I'm also looking at that thoughts card, which is number 16. Now, that's a temperance, okay? Um, I'm sorry. Wait, give me a second. That is not temperance. That's the tower, right? That is the tower. So I feel that, am I right? Hold on. This bothers me when my mind sort of does a blip, but let me make sure. I felt the energy of temperance coming through, but it's the tower. All right. So it's the tower moments. So I feel like there is, I think your person felt that balance with you, that alchemy, that two people can feel towards each other when it just seems so right. And yet here's this tower moment coming through, because I feel like this, you shook this person in a way that they can't forget you, all right? So that they do think of you despite the situation that they're in. The Seven of Wands, is kind of clarifying this present energy of the adversities and the obstacles that your person has to deal with right now, and the challenges that are in the way. And yet the future energies still continue to show me that Ten of Wands. See, your person has a lot on their plate. I feel like the weight of the world is on their back here, and it's very heavy for them. All right. It's very heavy for them. Um, Again, a lot of responsibilities. Um, a lot going on in your person's environment. And yet I feel like the main message here is every free second that they get, you cross their mind, okay, in some way. You cross their mind. And look at that. There's the Four of Wands. So there's the true Four of Wands that finally came out, okay, in this reading. which is kind of awesome. The 1111 card, if you're looking for that confirmation, here it is. All right. And then look at this on the bottom of the deck. We have Temperance. Oh my goodness. I just got shivers because, here's the energies I feel and here what comes through. So does your person love you? Is this considered love? Pile one, I would call it that from the feelings that are coming through this, the energy of the Temperance and the Four of Wands, but I also feel that this person does a great job of concealing those feelings and emotions. All right. Let me just I'm going to end with a wisdom oracle card, but I do have my deck here. I'm just going to pull a few of these and see if anything else comes out in regards to this connection. Okay. Let's see. I'll take three. Two. Okay. All right. So what's this? Wow. Okay. So, we're dealing with an old soul here in some way. Radiance and wow, marriage. So again, um, I feel that your person can already be in a marriage, or the fact, that I'm very much drawn to this card. I feel like when your person has that downtime, they think of you in that aspect and what it would be like to be sharing this partnership, with you, something that they currently don't have. I feel like you or your person can be an old soul. And we have radiance here. We have radiance, which to me is just that beautiful light. So I feel like, that's what they experience when they think of you, when they think of these memories. There's just this beautiful radiance that exists. All right. And I'm going to get just one message, one specific message today from Chariot Soul Tarot message deck. I'm only going to pick one today and see if this resonates. You have no idea how hard it was to walk away. So again, that's really focusing on this Seven of Swords here that I feel is that missed opportunity, so whatever happened in your situation, if your person had to walk away from it, uh, there's a confirmation here sitting over that Four of Wands, the connection that they feel with you and how difficult it was to walk away from that situation because of the responsibilities that they had to deal with in this lifetime. So we're going to close out with Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay. Higher power. Wow, number four. All right, which is the Emperor, and that is what came out right in the center of this reading. There's a higher power going on here. I do feel with the Four of Wands, you both realize that there is this deep connection within one another. And when I look at this higher power, it's like there's this angel here, and right where her third eye chakra is a key. So there's this key, like realizing that um, I feel that you both hold the key to this higher knowledge, in recognizing that there is something spiritual here. There's something very soulful, deep spiritual soul connection that exists between the two of you, uh, despite what is going on here, okay, when it comes to reality. All right. So, pile one, I am going to leave the reading here. I hope it resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if it did, and I look forward to reading for you again. Okay? Bye. Hello, pile two. All right, you chose the beautiful palm stone I have here of blue aragonite, and this is going to be your reading today. We're asking Spirit, is it love? All right, so we're going to do a deep dive into your person's feelings if we can, and see what's coming through and see how they're feeling when it comes to you. All right, so before we get started, just take that moment to center ourselves. So pile two, if you can take in a deep breath. And just be still for a moment. I want you to go within and focus. I'm looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most. Okay? So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust that my highest good is unfolding. So all three stones, all three crystals that I'm using today, pile two, are centered around emotions. Um, what I feel when I'm holding this stone, though, what comes through is the energy of soothing. So I feel like one or both of you in this connection, your soul needs to be soothed, okay? There's this strong need for soothing one's soul that's coming through. But let's see. I'm going to do that in-depth Celtic reading today on your person and see what comes through. Is it love that they're feeling when it comes to you? We'll see what's going on here. Today I am using the Mermaid Tarot, right? I'm getting, summer's feeling in the air. I have my jar of shells out here that you can't see. But very much getting into the summer mood. Looking forward looking forward to that summer sun. That summer sun and the beach, my favorite. Okay, so let's take a look. Pile two, your person. Is it love that they're feeling? The Seven of Swords, the World, the Page of Swords, the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. And on the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups, I'm going to get one from Messages from the Mermaids. Inner Knowing. And let's see, one from Kipper. False person. Ooh, okay. Pile 2. I could see why souls need to be soothed in this situation. Um, it's very interesting. I feel, Kyle, too, for a majority of you, I feel that you've walked away from this person, with good reason. All right. But I do feel that you walked away from this person and they're feeling left behind. They're feeling left behind. They feel what's coming through here is you iced them out. They just feel very cold. It's very interesting to me how the present energy shows these two cards of the Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords, and both represent a very cold uh, environment. You have the Seven of Swords here where, uh, I just feel with the false mask and the Seven of Swords, your person wasn't, they weren't being truthful, I feel, when it came to who they are, who they were. Um, there's a reason why this false person is here in this mask. I feel that your person wears multiple masks, all right? And yet there's just this overall energy that they feel like, oh, they were left behind by you. Okay. And I'm not judging you for that reason. I feel like there was definitely a good reason here when it came to it. I do feel that your person had a strong sense of passion and chemistry, especially looking at these two cards here, the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. That Queen of Wands is Aries energy, and I just, from looking at this picture, I feel like there's this fire, there's this desire that your person still carries for you. It's like what I'm hearing is that they still carry this torch for you. Um, and the Knight of Cups is here. So I do feel that they have these romantic feelings for you as well. Um, I'm very drawn to the way the Knight of Cups looks into the way he's looking into his cup, because the Knight of Cups is that romantic energy, being that most romantic knight in tarot. But oftentimes I feel like that knight doesn't have the strength, okay, to carry out what it is that they dream or envision. When you look at the traditional tarot of the Knight of Cups, you'll always see that horse with its front hoof up, being, afraid to cross that little body of water, but water representing emotions. Okay. the element of water. And I feel that your person like does a lot of daydreaming about how they feel for you. I do feel with the world card here that they do think of you as, in the world, as the world, they think the world of you in some way. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm just having trouble communicating. Like I feel very tongue-tied with this reading. Um, and their hidden energies are showing me the Hierophant. And what I'm really picking up on is that they have learned a lot from you. They have learned a lot from you, and from the very beginning, they've been very curious with this Page of Swords, because that Page of Swords is all about the energy of curiosity. It's that thirst for knowledge you'll always hear me say. Um, this is the page that I also call a little spy at times. So I feel that your person very much was curious about you, had an interest in you. Um, they're learning, they have learned a lot from you. And yet their center energy is very cold. Okay. Their center, they're like, again, I keep hearing this message that they feel like they've been iced out, in some way from you. Um, and I feel that there's this sense, especially with their environment, because the Eight of Cups is showing me that you have walked away from them in some way, like that this was needed. And I feel that there's a lot of sadness here, especially because, when I ask how they see themselves in this situation, what's strongly coming through right now is the Three of Cups. Um, More in regards to like a friendship, like they admired that friendship that they had with you, with, um, and that's gone. So I feel like there was something here where, maybe the two of you started as friends, and then it proceeded to more, or just over time in developing that friendship that the two of you had. It's something that I feel like your person values, and yet there's a sadness here as well because they know that you walked away for good reason, and yet they're also struggling to kind of step into this world, this 3D material world right now as their true authentic self. I feel like this is someone who puts on a lot of masks. It's like they put on a show almost. And it's hard to get past that. And for them, it's just because I feel like they're loaded with a lot of internal conflict within them for whatever reason that may be. We have the Hermit here I'm looking at. I feel that they would want nothing more than this new, passionate, creative uh, opportunity with you, pile two. That's what's showing up here in the future energies. They would love this opportunity. For a lot of you, I'm feeling like the two of you have never been physically together, physically intimate, and it's something that they are craving. All right. Um, and I feel like there is an inner knowing within them that there's some sort of unfinished business between the two of you, whether you're in contact or not at this moment. I feel like they feel like there's some sort of unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. Because again, I want to clarify here this present energy, this coldness that I'm feeling right now. It could be also, pile two, that you decided right now, for whatever reason, to pull back your energy. And because of that, um, there's a little bit of an immaturity here, that feeling like, meaning then if you did that, then they feel like they need to shun you in some way, all right, or be cold to you in some way. let me just see here. Can we clarify this Seven of Swords and Four of Swords? Now, this coldness that they're feeling, both of these cards represent the element of air, and we're talking about the mind here. So I feel like mentally, it's almost like they're a little bit annoyed, you know. I'm picking up this sense that they're annoyed that you chose to maybe pull back. All right. So they feel like, okay, well, then I'm going to do this. I'm going to shun you. I don't know. I'm not one. If you have any type of online social media, like did they block you in some way? Like I'm sort of feeling that type of energy. And this is because they're fighting inside. Like this internal conflict that they have, pile two, is because they don't know how to be their true self, you know? And this is number 8, which is calling for strength. That's Leo energy. But it's calling for strength. It's calling for them to step up and be have courage, right? To be who they really are. I do feel that we're talking about someone that is very passionate in their own, in their own sense. Again, I'm picking up here a very strong sexual connection that the two of you had. Uh, that's what's coming through. Um, and again, there are these emotions that I feel that they have for you with the Knight of Cups here and the Three of Cups, but it's rather masked with this false behavior that I feel that they're carrying uh, within them. And I feel that has left you at times like you're not sure what to think, you know, a lot of confusion for you. The Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, like there's something here that's telling me, hmm, I'm not sure if the two of you had some sort of argument or conflict with this Queen of Swords. I feel like there was a heart-to-heart conversation that occurred. All right. I do feel that your person thinks about, like I said, they're carrying a little bit of this like immature behavior, but um, the Page of Pentacles is here showing me like they want to extend that olive branch, like I'm looking at this elephant, like wanting to hand over this flower, like, and that's that energy of I always describe the Page of Pentacles as a mini magician, like wanting to do something small, wanting to manifest something small in this, um, in their environment, in this 3D material world when it comes to this situation. I do feel like your person recognizes with this card here of inner knowing that they have some sort of feeling for you. They have feelings for you, but I feel that it is uh, conflicting for them, all right, in some way. It's very conflicting for them in some way. And with this Queen of Wands card here as the final outcome card, I also see that you represent, because of this world card, some sort of inspiration to them. So whether you're in contact with them or not, pile two, it just may even, uh, you may not even realize that you are driving this person or inspiring this person in some way to make changes, even if it's little changes, again, that you're unaware of. I feel like it's sort of driving them to recognize, what is, what, like how they live their life that's not authentic and trying to come to terms and change that. I'm going to clarify, I want to clarify, let me clarify this Three of Cups here, all right, before we move on. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like they think about coming towards you a lot, and I feel if they do, um, it's going to be very spontaneous. This Eight of Wands is that energy of a rapid movement, and it has to do with communication, the wanting to communicate. This is a card of travel, and the fact that the World card is out here, is cluing me in that, this could be some sort of online friendship where the two of you have not physically, again, connected or met. All right. And there's this need of wanting to travel towards you or see you. And yet I'm still ending on the bottom of this deck with the Seven of Swords. So again, it's really just pointing out to me that this person is struggling with a false sense of, they're living in this world of a false sense of who they really are. Okay. And because of that, it's very conflicting, and it's hard, I think, for you, Kyle, too, to understand how they truly feel, because they are either behind this fan, they have this mask on, and it's like you're trying to dig through that, and it's just difficult. And maybe because of that, it was time for you to walk away. Like you realized that this wasn't doing any good for you. It wasn't keeping you in an energy that you felt good about. It kept lowering that vibration. And that's why you needed to walk away from this. I'm going to take 3 from this homemade deck that I have here. See if anything else comes out in regards to this situation, this connection. See here. Let me see what comes through. And then I'm going to also get one message from Chariot Soul Tarot. Again, I don't know. I feel very troubled with this reading and communication. So I'm not sure if your person just has a very difficult time being able to communicate their feelings and truth, Sometimes when someone can't communicate their truth, there's something, inside that they're dealing with. Some sort of false insecurity. Look at this friendship. Yeah, so I feel that the friendship means very much to this person. And then here's love, okay, and happy. So coming through, they recognize you as this friend. I feel that they do have these feelings for with this Knight of Cup, and they realize that you can make them happy. I think that's why this World card is here. All right. But in reality, when we're talking about this 3D environment, the problem here is them struggling to be who they really are, who they truly want to be, So let's look at this message that they have for you. I can't get you out of my mind. It is driving me crazy. So there's even some obsession going on here, right? There's some obsession that's going on. Your person is having a hard time leaving you behind, even though I feel like you walked away from them. All right, so let me close out with a Wisdom of the Oracle card. Sorry if you hear the background noise. I have my windows open this morning. It is a glorious day here in Pennsylvania. All right, so let's take a look. a never-ending story. All right. So, I feel like things are not over with the two of you. You know, you may have had to depart for various reasons. I feel like this is someone that needs to grow more. Okay. They need to grow more. They need to understand who they are, figure out, they need to figure themselves out. uh, 37 reduces to 10, which is all about that Wheel of Fortune energy. So there's this faded energy coming through that I feel that there is a reason that this person entered your life, that you connected with them. Okay. There's unfinished business here that I feel that you and your person will need to, you know, I'm hearing that you may regroup and have that heart-to-heart conversation that may be needed to carry this forward. I'm also hearing for some of you, like for whatever happened, it may just be that at this stage the two of you can only be friends. And that's something that the both of you have to come to terms with. And it could be a struggle, but for right now, that's the best that you can do at this time. All right. All right, pile two. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope it resonated with you, and I'll see you again at the next reading. Okay? Bye. Hello, pile three. All right, you chose the beautiful rainbow moonstone palm stone that I have here for today's reading, being Is It Love? So we're going to get in and see if we can dig into your person's emotions and see how they're feeling for you. But before we get started, let's just take that moment to clear our energies and go within. So pile three, if you can take in a deep breath for me at this time. And just be still. I am looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can give you the messages that you need to hear most at this time when you find this reading. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust my intuition always. Now, pile three, the rainbow moonstone, what I'm really picking up is intuition, as I just said. Okay, so there's something about intuition here when it comes to your person. Maybe the two of you are very intuitive of each other. There's a presence here, there's a knowing. You can pick up on their energy or you can feel them. And there's also something here that's coming through about mystery when it comes to your person. Like, I feel that you're still a mystery to them. There's things that they don't know that they want to know. There's things that they still feel like they need to find out, or there's just a sense of mystery and awe about you that draws them to you, and they don't understand why. Okay? So we're asking the question today, is it love? So let's take a look. I'm going to do that in-depth Celtic reading. Now, I just saw the Eight of Wands, and I want to see what comes through for pile three. I'm using the Mermaid Tarot today. I am ready for summer. I have my shells here. I'm ready to fill my jar with more shells. So hopefully I get to a beach soon. All right. The Hanged Man. The Ten of Wands. The Page of Wands. The Nine of Swords. The Two of Cups. Death. Wow, the Eight of Cups. Now, I just have to mention this cup came out in the exact same spot for pile two. The Tower. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, I believe, showed up in all three readings today. On the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. I'm going to get one card from Messages from the Mermaid. Wow, turn away. And gifts. So this is very interesting. You may want to go back and watch pile two just to see if you can catch any messages there. Um, it's almost the opposite of what I'm feeling here, but you know how things can be vice versa depending on the person's energy. In this case, what I'm feeling is that your person turned away from you, pile three. Okay. Uh, Go watch pile two though. It's a similar situation, but like I said, it's the opposite. So I feel that, you know, this is someone that turned their backs on you. Okay. Turn their back on you. And they're very troubled by it. You know, they're very troubled by it. You know, with this hanged man in the present energy, I'm seeing, you know, I feel like they're strongly watching you however they can. And I feel that you don't even have the slightest clue, you know, like this person is not letting on any clues whatsoever that they're keeping an eye on you. So your feeling is that they completely turned away. Like you feel that they've just gone in a different direction, that they walked away from you, that they've left you behind. Um, and that's not, you know, the case. I feel that they still carry this love for you, okay, with the Two of Cups here, you know, and that's even moving into the future energy. Uh, They're not doing anything in the present energy. And because of that, I feel like this wheel has halted. So for many of you, this is a relationship, this is a situation that has come to a complete halt. So I feel like things have been halted here for a while, right? Like this isn't anything new, like they just halted yesterday. This has been going on for a long time. And I feel like this wheel is stuck. This wheel is stuck for them. Like they're looking for this karmic cycle to wrap up. I can tell even by their external and their hidden energies how much they're carrying inside of them. Like the Ten of Wands is here showing me how heavy they feel, the burden that they feel because how they turned away from you. It's a strong burden for them. And their hidden energies are showing me the Nine of Swords. This is all about anxiety. This is about um, sleepless nights. You look at this person in this tent, whatever's going on, like they can't break free from it. You and your person, I feel, had that immediate instant connection with this Page of Wands here from the past energy. Okay, so there's something immediate that happened here. I feel like your person sees you as that gift. They see you as this gift, this shining star. Number 17 is the star card. That's Aquarius energy. All right. I feel that you have been a major tower moment in this person's life. Okay. Uh, and I feel you are all pretty much unaware of it. It's all hidden. I feel, with the death card here is how does your person see themselves when it comes to the situation? And the energy that's strongly coming through here is that they feel a piece of them is missing. A piece of it, like a piece of them has died, is what I'm actually hearing within them. So that to me, when we're talking about the death card here, uh, Scorpio energy, this is major transformation that we're talking about. So I feel that your person realizes that you have walked into their life and changed them in some way. Now, I don't know everyone's situation for why this person had to turn away from you. Okay. I feel it was like one of those choices that they had to make but didn't want to. It's almost that like as if they were forced into this situation. And because of that, they feel very with the Seven of Swords here, what I'm feeling from this energy of this reading is they feel very empty in some way. And I feel like they keep trying to find ways to fill sort of this void that they're feeling. This is like a void that they're feeling. And I look how this box, is empty and all these swords are just laying, on this piece of ice. Like I feel like they keep trying to rummage through and find different things and find different ways to uh, occupy themselves, take their mind off of whatever it is here that they experienced with you. But it's not working. It's not working. And then we have the Hermit. The Hermit here on the bottom of the deck with the King of Pentacles. Okay. So your person may be married to someone else, and that's why yeah. And the Nine of Pentacles is right behind it. So, they're married. I feel like they're with someone else that they can't break free from. But this Hermit energy, this Virgo energy of going within, doing that self-reflection, that soul searching, I feel like your person knows, knows without a doubt when I look at this Two of Cups card, the feelings that your person has for you. And yet they couldn't choose you, and I almost am trying to say that in a way that it's not that they wouldn't choose you. It's that they couldn't because of, I feel, the situation that they're in with this King of Pentacles. And because the Nine of Pentacles is right behind it, it's telling me that they would need to be free. I talked about intuition with the stone. And, when you learn to read tarot, it's all about trusting your intuition. You'll hear that. Yes, you learn the traditional meanings of cards, but it's all about what your intuition is. And as I picked up and did more and more readings, my intuition with spirit is quite strong in showing me certain cards. Okay, so I know when I see certain cards what message it is that they want me to talk about, and that's the relationship. That is using my intuition. I feel that your person has an intuition here as well that's very strong, that they know, okay, that you are their person, okay? With the Seven of Swords here, they know that, and they feel like it's this missed opportunity because of the situation that they're in, and because of that, I feel like they just feel stumped, you know? And you don't know. You have no idea. That's how I feel. You have no idea what's going on here. You may have your own intuition, okay? You may have your own feeling that this is what you're picking up on. But I mean, as far as proof, in this 3D reality, you don't know. Your person may appear and look like they have completely turned their backs and forgotten you. And it's not the case. Let me clarify this energy here, because this present energy is rather coming through dark. Their environment is dark right now at the moment. If you look at this Eight of Cups, the Tower is here. The Death card is here. So there's a lot of dark energy that is surrounding this Two of Cups, which I feel is this love that they carry for you. But unfortunately, it was the choice that they couldn't make. Pile three, it's like you are that one that got away. And I don't know if that, is something that they're ever going to be able to put behind them. Chariots, oh my goodness. It's that pull. This is the year of the chariot. It's that pull to carry on and move forward. So I feel like, it's that pull that the both of you are moving forward separately right now. And yet there is this energy, I feel, that you pick up within each other that is there, that exists, even though you're apart. And Temperance, showing me that alchemy, the perfect alchemy. And yet here's the butterfly, and butterflies represent transformation. Okay, so there's a lot of transformation that I feel is going on with both of you. Even though that this is we're asking about your person and how they feel for you, it's causing both of you to transform, in ways that you never thought were possible. So let's see. Let me look. I'm going to draw. Let me take for this Two of Cups here, the future energy. I just want to clarify that. The Magician. Yeah, they want to manifest this. I feel like they're trying hard to manifest this. Page of Pentacles. There's that the future energy is showing me that they want to manifest, that they want to extend some sort of olive branch. It could be that, they want to extend this apology for having to turn their back on you at a time when I feel things were rough and that they didn't have a choice. And yet on the bottom of the deck here, we're left with the Ace of Pentacles, which is that feeling of they would love a fresh new start in this 3D material world if that opportunity, um if they have that new opportunity for this new beginning, they would love to take it. I feel also, since they see you as this beautiful gift, this shining star, even though they've turned their back on you, I was getting that sense of a mystery. Like, I feel because of that, they don't know where you are. They don't know how you feel about them anymore. And that leaves them in a state of burden. It burdens them with this Ten of Wands here. All right. So, we asked, is it love? I would say yes, there's definitely love here, despite the unfortunate circumstances of your person having to walk away, but yet, um, they haven't forgotten you, and it troubles them. That's what I'm seeing right here. It troubles them deeply, I feel, for the way things were left between the two of you. All right. So let me also get going to pick 3 cards to see if we can get anything else. And one message. Okay. All right, those. And then let's get one message. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. And look, an extra one came out. Your person's being very cautious. I could see that. That wheel has halted. They have halted this. All right. They give the appearance that they have halted this. And yet, look, there's a longing for you. There's a longing that they carry inside for you. They have not, and look, they're very saddened by this. Wow. I mean, this is just unbelievable. And balance. And we have that temperance card. So how amazing is that? Like, all of these key words explain exactly the energies that are coming through from them, from this reading. Um, and I'm trying to give you, always when I do my readings regarding your person, it's to give you that information on how they see things, so that it could alleviate some of that pain for you, for why you feel like, they bolted, or why they had to turn away. All right. And I feel in this case, definitely that's what's coming through here. Oh my God, I want to see you. So I do feel with this future energy, like something is going to come through. I feel like something is going to happen there. Um, Unfortunately, with the future, I don't know when, but there's this energy coming through that your person will return when the time is right. It may not be the way you envision, as far as, do you think you're going to end up together and live happily ever after? Probably not, but I do feel the energy of your person returning to you because they do value and respect you, pile 3, to some point that they feel like they owe you some sort of apology, or some conversation that I feel was left behind. Okay, so let's close out with the wisdom of the oracle. All right, so let's see here. Wow, come to the edge. There's just this whimsical feeling that comes through with this energy. Number 36, which reduces to 9, and we already have that hermit here. I feel like your person goes within a lot, you know, and they think about taking that leap of faith, and I feel like this come to the edge is them dealing with the energy that they feel like they know that um, they need to give you something, like with this Page of Pentacles here. They know that they owe you something. Because there's just this inspiration. They admire you very much with this gift here. I mean, they do feel like you were brought to them to light up their life in some way. Okay, even if it was for a short period of time, it was enough to cause what I see a transformation that they are going through. All right, but I do feel like there's going to come a time in your life where you will hear from this person again, pile 3. Okay, so I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope it resonated with you, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye.